Alright, we got two water snakes right here. Stop it. Yes! He's trying to bite me. Check that out. Alright guys, today we're going to be out here looking for some snakes. We found this really cool little river system. It connects to the river that we filmed in before, so it should have some really cool stuff in it. Let's go. Walking these rivers is one of my favorite ways to find animals. When the water is low, animals use these shallow branches like paths to get places much quicker, and to find food and water. And I like to use them to find all sorts of reptiles. Alright, we got two water snakes right here. Stop it. Yes! He's trying to bite me. Check that out. Sitting right next to each other. These are both broad-banded water snakes. I'd guess that this would be a breeding pair sitting there. They're really defensive. This one's going straight for my face. Now I'd have to guess that this is the female because it's much larger, and that this would be the male. This little guy tried to take off much quicker while this one tried to bite me pretty much straight off the back. Now broad-banded water snakes are a really common species of water snake that live here. And in fact, to me, they're one of the easiest snakes to confuse with a water moccasin. Very easy to confuse. You can see that banding, that kind of triangle-shaped head, and a very similar coloration to a water moccasin, or especially a baby water moccasin. We actually saw a moccasin a second ago. You gotta stop that, buddy. Now it's got a checkered belly there, as you can see, and they look similar to a midland water snake with that coloration, that kind of light orangish coloration. This little one is much prettier. That's another reason I would guess that it is the male. It's got a little bit of a brighter coloration. They've got those rounded pupils, which a moccasin won't have because pit vipers normally will have that vertical pupil, whereas these guys will have the rounded pupil, which is pretty cool. Double water snake. Water snakes are super common, so you will find them bunched up a lot more than other snakes, but it's still cool to get two at once. Now their first defense, as you can see, was to strike at me, and then the second defense is to musk on you. They'll secrete a really disgusting smelling musk, which he hadn't musked on me yet, which I'm really thankful for. Now these guys are piscivorous, means they eat fish and frogs mostly, and that's pretty much what they'd be eating along this river is fish and frogs. I'd guess more frogs in these little rivers because we've seen quite a few frogs and not too many fish. This one will definitely bite me. You can see that. Water snakes are typically really defensive. When I actually reached for her, she stuck her head out and tried to bite me pretty much instantly. But they're really not a mean snake. They're not going to chase you or anything like that. They just want to be left alone, and if you pick them up, they're going to bite like crazy, which is normal for a water snake. Probably one that I find the least. We don't find too many broad-banded water snakes. I find a lot of diamondbacks and a lot of yellow bellies. Those are probably the two most common ones that I find. Whew! That almost nipped me on the nose. Okay, don't bite me. Don't bite me. This one's a lot more chill, so I'll hold this one up a little bit more right now. Very cool snake to find, especially because, like I said, I don't find nearly as many of these guys. And they'll probably be out today basking out on these little wooden logs and stuff like they were sitting there. And mating season is rolling around for these snakes, so they're going to be mating. We're going to be seeing pairs of them a lot more. And they actually give birth to live young. Water snakes give birth to live young. They don't lay eggs like many other snakes. They give birth to live young, and we'll start seeing loads of little tiny baby water snakes everywhere. Now, broad-banded water snakes, to me, look a little bit different than other water snakes like midland water snakes, specifically because of their face. They've got this little stripe on their face that makes them really easy to recognize, at least to me. They're a very cool water snake. Oh, no, don't bite me. It's about to bite me, I can tell. It's okay. Don't do that. Let me hold them both in one hand here because they have settled down a little bit. I've only taken a couple of nips, which is really good. And I definitely would say that this is a breeding pair of water snakes. Really cool snakes to find. I don't find broad-bandeds too much. And they're really good divers. You'll see them diving around in the water trying to catch fish and frogs. They're very good hunters. And they have quite a few predators out here. You get a little white egret that'll come along here and eat them. You'll get snapping turtles that'll eat them. Maybe even a big fish will eat a baby one. And they'll also get king snakes and water moccasins. Little known fact, water moccasins are pretty big predators of the normal water snakes. They prey on them all the time, and a water snake wouldn't be another snake eater, meaning this guy wouldn't try to eat another snake most of the time. Very cool little snakes to find, especially sitting right on that log. We haven't seen too much today, other than a moccasin and these two guys, but that's pretty cool to find. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you did enjoy, definitely leave a like, and I will see you guys next time. I'm gonna let them both go, right? Ready?